Loveless.
All right. And you play Jesus in Isle of Dreams.
Right. I play Jesus. I've been with the play for about 5 years now, and I started out playing Cain, and then I played Paul for a while, then John the Baptist, and now I play Jesus for about a year and a half now.
When is the show?
The show's at 10 o'clock. It's at 10 o'clock on Wednesdays through Saturdays. It was actually written by Micheal O. Michael's been nominated 4 times for Grammys, twice for American Music Awards, and he's a phenomenal songwriter. He wrote Just Because for Anita Baker and several other songs he's traveled with the Rolling Stones, and he's a phenomenal songwriter. He actually quit school when he was 17 years old. He left school. He's about to graduate there in St. Louis at Sumner High, and his father's a dentist and his mother's a housewife, and they decided to let Michael go ahead and start writing songs in Los Angeles.
Wow.
So he's been writing songs for that long, and the music is very memorable, and it's really unforgettable. When Michael got the inspiration to actually do these songs, it was like a radio that wouldn't turn off in his head. And so it's been a spiritual walk to paper and get these songs and to get them out here.
Yeah.
So it's been a walk of faith to get this far. But we're just excited about being here in Branson and being able to spread the good news about what's happening with Jesus Christ.
Okay. And there's things that have kind of gotten in the way of that, and we talked a little bit earlier about politics, about race politics. And he said at one time you guys had actually looked for, when the position came over, a white Jesus because some people had some issues with.
Okay, yeah. For the most part, in Isle of Dreams, Jesus has always been played by a white guy, and Michael thought that with what happened with the Isle of Dreams, that should be the way that it should work for the acceptance, so that it wouldn't get in the way of people accepting Jesus on their terms and stuff. And so we just want the success of the play, and we want to win people to Christ. So there's been a lot of guys that have played Jesus, and 3 as a matter of fact that I know of, and they've all been white. But now that I'm committed to doing this for the past 5 years, I'm one of the male besides Michael in the Isle of Dreams, and so I just happen to play Jesus. So that's kind of how it works out.
But making that transition, you've had a little bit of tension at times.
Well, yes, it's been unusual, and coming to a place like Branson that's known for country music and things of that nature, I didn't know what was going to happen. For the most part, our reception here in Branson has been very good, and we are just happy to be here and hoping that more people come and get to know about the play and the good news of Jesus Christ.
Now, the only reason why, and I wouldn't have asked you about this before, but you've also you do ethnic art, and you're kind of moving away from that. You said anything that you make because you're black is black art.
Right. I'm an artist, and I do black art as opposed to an audience of African Americans, and that's kind of what I've done in the past. Right now, that's expanding. I'm doing more things that aren't connected to people per se, and so things like landscapes and florals and things of that nature is just an expression of an artist, and kind of wanting to broaden my horizons. As I've painted people now for quite a while, and I do portraits. I paint white people, black people. I'm working on a portrait right now of a vice president at Wyndham, and he happens to be a white guy, and his family. It's actually 4 generations. It's he, his 2 sons, father and grandfather.
Let's take a look at some of the art. You have some here on the wall.
Sure, we can do that.
Yeah, maybe we can just do this, make a rundown real quick. You just sold this one on eBay, is that what you told me?
That's right. We're starting up some new things at eBay, and this piece just sold. It actually was called Isle of Dreams. We're going to use it as a rack card for Isle of Dreams, but my wife renamed it Heavenly Reflections because of the new emphasis of what we're doing now.
Cool. And this one right here?
Okay, that was commissioned by my daughter. We call it Children Giving. It was actually a cover for a magazine that Concordia Publishing does, and that's what my daughter does. She's a graphic designer, and so she commissioned me to do that. That's Africa, just some scenes of Africa during the evening. We also, when we had our gallery in St. Louis, we sold art from other artists. This one is by, let's see, I can't see, Frank Morrison. And so this is a large print that we sell. And here's one of the originals called Bursting Forth. That's actually acrylic on canvas. That's an original. That's part of the kind of thing that we are going to be selling, or we are selling right now at eBay. And this is a guy out of Philadelphia, My Solitude. And it's all framed and good to go. And that's what we did. We did custom framing there, and artwork and portraits. We even airbrushed on shirts and shoes. I had my oldest son, who is 28 years old, also did this kind of thing, and so he was kind of instrumental in me getting started in airbrushing. So,
what's this one right here?
This is called Mind Makes the Body. For the most part, what we found in African American art is the women that are interested more in purchasing artwork than the men are. And so we tried to make an appeal to make sure that our art was not just about being African American, but kind of focused on women.
And you focused on the African American, you marketed to African American population in what magazine? Ebony magazine.
We've gone from January to March with doing advertising in Ebony for Johnson Publications, and so we're in the marketplace section there. These two are pieces that are in Ebony right now, the landscapes. Right.
This one was kind of odd, different from a lot of the stuff that you do.
That's actually an editorial illustration that was done for a magazine, and the article was about fear. And so that's what the concept that I came up with.
And this one's interesting right here.
Right, that's probably when I first started painting in oils. That's an old piece that it's been around for forever. But yeah, that's when I first started painting in oils. So.
All right, James Loveless. He's in Isle of Dreams.
All right.
And you're in the Hot Hits show.
That's right.
And what's your website?
It's jamesloveless.com.
All right, thank you.
Okay.